In a quaint little neighborhood known for its charm, everyone took pride in their homes. Each yard told a story of its own, adorned with unique decorations that showcased the personalities of their owners. Colorful seasonal displays brightened the streets, while whimsical garden gnomes peered out from flower beds, bringing smiles to both children and adults alike. Among the neighbors, there was a strong sense of camaraderie. They often gathered for barbecues, exchanged baked goods, and shared gardening tips. This lively interaction created a warm atmosphere, making the neighborhood feel like one big family. However, beneath this cheerful facade lay the beginnings of troubles. As spring approached, the cheerful decorations became targets for a mysterious critic. Anonymous notes began appearing in mailboxes, condemning certain yards as tacky. The vibe shifted as whispers of discontent spread. Friends turned into foes overnight as neighbors wondered who would dare to cast such judgment on their beloved decorations. Little did they know, one neighbor was about to turn the tables in an unexpected way. As spring blossomed, the cheerful atmosphere in the neighborhood began to fade. Mysterious notes appeared in mailboxes, typed on plain paper and signed simply as, "A concerned neighbor." The messages targeted specific homes, harshly criticizing their vibrant decorations and poking fun at cheerful garden gnomes that had long been community favorites. Tacky was the word of choice, and many residents felt hurt and confused by this unwelcome criticism. The notes stirred up conversations at fence lines and during afternoon walks. Neighbors who once shared laughter over barbecues now exchanged wary glances. Some defended their right to decorate as they pleased, while others grew anxious, wondering if their own displays would be next on the anonymous writers list. The tension simmered just beneath the surface, as friendships strained under misunderstandings. Whispers circulated about who might be behind the cruel notes, each neighbor becoming a suspect in a small-town mystery. Curiosity and frustration mounted, leaving everyone on edge. Little did they know that one neighbor was preparing to take action against the hidden critic lurking among them. As the notes continued to circulate, the reactions among the neighbors varied widely. Some residents felt genuinely hurt, their pride in their decorative choices shaken by the anonymous attacks. Emily, who had spent hours crafting a bright spring display, found herself in tears as she read the first note, feeling betrayed by someone in her own community. In contrast, others grew defensive and rallied around their neighbors. Bob, known for his humorous gnome collection, initiated a neighborhood meeting to discuss the situation. "We shouldn't let this critic divide us," he declared passionately, urging everyone to support one another. His call to action sparked a wave of solidarity. Neighbors began decorating their yards even more flamboyantly, determined to showcase their unique styles with pride. Support groups emerged on social media, where residents shared pictures of their decorations and exchanged encouraging words. The sense of unity against the unknown critic grew stronger, transforming what could have been divisive into an opportunity for connection and friendship. As people came together to defend their right to express themselves, a new energy filled the neighborhood, one that cherished individuality rather than stifled it. Amid the rising tension and growing camaraderie, one neighbor named Jenna felt inspired to take matters into her own hands. Tired of the anonymous criticism that was ruining their joyful community, she devised a clever plan, a glitter bomb decoy box. With a mischievous smile on her face, she gathered supplies from her craft room, colorful glitter, a sturdy box, and a hidden camera to catch the culprit in action. As she worked, Jenna felt a rush of excitement. This was not just about revenge, it was about reclaiming the spirit of their neighborhood. Her mind raced with images of the surprised look on the critic's face when they were showered in vibrant sparkles. "This will show them how ridiculous they are being," she thought, feeling a sense of empowerment. Once the glitter bomb was complete, Jenna carefully placed it in her yard, positioning the camera for optimal visibility. She couldn't wait to see who would fall for her trap. As night fell, anticipation bubbled inside her. Little did she know that this fun idea would lead to an unforgettable moment that would change everything in the neighborhood. With the idea of the glitter bomb box buzzing in her mind, Jenna set aside an afternoon to craft her plan. She started by heading to the craft store, eyes gleaming with excitement as she perused rows of shimmering glitters. After picking out colors like bright blue, sunny yellow, and vibrant pink, she felt ready to create a dazzling trap that would light up the yard. Back at home, Jenna carefully chose a sturdy cardboard box as her base. She cut a small flap in the lid that would allow the glitter to escape when opened. After setting up a hidden camera inside the box, she tested the mechanism by placing some weights on it, ensuring that just a slight lift of the lid would trigger a cascade of sparkles. As she meticulously packed the colored glitter into the box, Jenna couldn't help but giggle at how silly the whole situation was. The anticipation grew as she placed the box in her yard, laughing at the thought of someone being showered with glitter. With everything now in place, she could hardly wait for the evening when her plan would finally come to life. As dusk settled over the neighborhood, Karen, the notorious critic of all things decorated, strolled past Jenna's yard, her sharp eyes scanning for tacky displays. Unaware of the glitter bomb lurking, she stopped when she spotted the intriguing box adorned with a bright bow. Curiosity piqued, she approached the decoy, glancing around to ensure no one was watching, as if she was about to uncover a treasure. With a smirk on her face, Karen lifted the lid just enough for it to catch on the hidden mechanism within. In that very moment, a cascade of vibrant glitter burst out in a brilliant explosion, enveloping her in a cloud of rainbow sparkles. Time seemed to stand still as the shimmering particles danced through the air, glistening like confetti against the fading light. Karen's shocked expression quickly transformed into a look of disbelief and horror. The camera caught every second in slow motion, the glitter coating her hair, clothes, and skin as if it were magic. Jenna watched from her hidden spot, suppressed laughter bubbling inside her as she could hardly believe that her clever plan had come to life in such an unforgettable fashion. As the lid of the box swung open, a dazzling explosion of rainbow-colored glitter erupted like a confetti cannon, transforming the evening into a sparkling spectacle. In slow motion, the vibrant sparkles cascaded down from above, filling the air with shimmering hues of pink, blue, green, and gold. Each flake danced gracefully around Karen, who stood frozen in shock with her mouth agape and eyes wide. Her expression was a mix of disbelief and horror, a perfect blend that made it all the more humorous. Glitter settled into her hair like a carnival crown, while some of it landed on her clothes, creating a glitzy new look she never intended to sport. As the footage rolled on, Jenna couldn't help but burst into laughter. This was pure comedy gold. The sunlight caught each glittering flake as they descended, transforming Karen's dismay into an unforgettable scene of whimsy and joy. The contrast between her serious demeanor and the playful chaos around her made it impossible not to chuckle. It was a moment that would be replayed time and again, marking the beginning of a delightful new chapter in their neighborhood saga. The next day, Jenna excitedly shared the slow-motion footage of Karen's glitter explosion on social media, captioning it with a playful jab, "When you criticize too hard, you might just get glitter-bombed." Almost instantly, the video went viral, spreading like wildfire through the neighborhood and beyond. Neighbors laughed and commented, sharing their own experiences of Karen's critical remarks about decorations. Supporters of Jenna flooded the comments with praise, calling her a neighborhood hero, and applauding her creative retaliation. Memes began to emerge, with Karen's shocked face becoming a popular reaction image. On the flip side, critics of Karen chimed in, some claiming it was unkind to target her despite her earlier behavior. They argued that while the glitter moment was funny, they preferred a more gentle approach to resolve the neighborhood tensions. As the video gained views, news outlets even picked up the story, featuring snippets of Karen's glitter mishap and interviews with various residents. The scene shifted from one of conflict to camaraderie, as laughter united neighbors in a way that no amount of anonymous notes ever could. The neighborhood transformed into a lively hub of positivity, where everyone celebrated creativity rather than critique. As the footage of her glitter mishap circulated, Karen quickly found herself in a position she never expected. When confronted by neighbors about the video, she vehemently denied any involvement, insisting that it must have been staged or altered. "I was just passing by," she exclaimed, despite being clearly visible on camera flinching as the glitter rained down on her. The denial sparked more drama within the neighborhood, as many residents debated whether Karen was simply embarrassed or truly out of touch with reality. Her elaborated excuses began to morph into wild theories about how someone could have duped her into approaching the box. "Maybe Jenna set me up because I criticized her gnomes," she claimed at one point, which only fueled further gossip. Neighbors who once respected Karen began to question her honesty, and her reputation took a nosedive. Supporters from various factions of the community found themselves torn. Some sympathized with her humiliation while others reveled in the justice served by Jenna's creativity. As discussions bubbled over backyards and front porches, it became clear that Karen's denial was creating an even deeper rift in the community. As the gossip swirled among neighbors, the Homeowners Association, HOA, received multiple complaints regarding both Karen's harsh notes and the viral footage of her glitter incident. Concerned about the growing tension in their community, the HOA decided it was time to intervene. They scheduled a meeting where they would confront Karen with the evidence collected from Jenna's hidden camera. During the meeting, HOA members presented the footage that captured Karen flinching under a shower of glitter. The room filled with gasps and whispers as neighbors watched the slow-motion clip, illustrating not only the humorous moment but also highlighting the discord Karen had caused with her critical notes. When faced with undeniable proof, Karen initially attempted to maintain her denial, claiming the video was manipulated. However, the HOA members gently persisted, reminding her of her responsibility to foster a positive environment within the neighborhood. The confrontation forced Karen to reevaluate her actions, as she realized that her behavior had not only brought ridicule upon herself but also jeopardized the sense of community harmony they all cherished. The HOA's involvement marked a turning point, urging everyone to focus on building connections rather than creating divisions. The atmosphere in the HOA meeting room was thick with tension as neighbors gathered to discuss Karen's recent actions. Faces were tight with anxiety, and whispers filled the air, echoing the unease that had gripped the community. As the meeting commenced, the HOA president stood at the front, preparing to confront the elephant in the room, Karen's critical notes and her glitter mishap. With a click, the lights dimmed, and the footage began to play on a large screen. The room fell silent as everyone watched in slow motion as Karen approached the glitter bomb box, her curious expression shifting to shock as the vibrant glitter exploded around her. Gasps erupted from the crowd, followed by muffled laughter that quickly spread like wildfire. Some neighbors exchanged glances filled with disbelief, while others couldn't help but chuckle at the absurdity of the situation. Karen's face flushed with embarrassment as she sat in her chair, visibly squirming under the weight of the moment. It was a turning point, laughter and frustration blended together, leaving Karen to confront not just her past behavior but also the powerful impact of community judgment and unity. As the footage concluded, a heavy silence fell over the room, and Karen's face flushed with humiliation. She was undeniably busted, her attempts to deny her involvement collapsing under the weight of irrefutable proof. The laughter that had erupted earlier now turned into murmurs of concern as neighbors began to discuss the implications of her actions. Feeling the pressure, Karen attempted to defend herself by saying, "I never meant for it to come to this. I just wanted to help improve the neighborhood." However, her words only fueled further frustration among those she had criticized. Many residents expressed their disappointment, arguing that her harsh comments had created unnecessary strife within their community. The HOA members explained that there would be consequences for her behavior. They discussed the possibility of requiring Karen to participate in community service events aimed at promoting inclusivity and positivity among neighbors. As she processed the reality of her situation, Karen realized that her reputation had suffered greatly. Trust would take time to rebuild. This confrontation marked a pivotal moment for everyone involved, emphasizing the importance of kindness and cooperation in their tightly knit community. In the days following Karen's confrontation, the neighborhood began to undergo a remarkable transformation. The tension that had hung in the air like a thick fog started to lift as residents reflected on the incident. Inspired by the unexpected turn of events, neighbors began to appreciate one another's unique decorations even more, celebrating the creativity that made their community special. Garden gnome displays sprouted up with newfound enthusiasm, brightly colored streamers danced in the wind, and seasonal decorations flourished like never before. Residents organized impromptu yard parties where they exchanged stories about their favorite decorations and shared laughter over Karen's glitter mishap. It was as if they were reclaiming the vibrant spirit that had slipped away during the weeks of negativity. Through this experience, a supportive community spirit flourished. Neighbors forged new friendships, united by a shared commitment to kindness and respect. Groups formed to discuss ideas for future neighborhood events aimed at promoting inclusivity and creativity. In time, the incident with Karen became a cherished tale, a humorous reminder of the importance of celebrating differences and fostering a sense of belonging in their tight-knit community. In the end, the neighborhood emerged from the chaos with a renewed sense of spirit and unity. The glitter incident became more than just a moment of laughter. It served as a powerful reminder that creativity should be embraced rather than criticized. Each resident's unique style contributed to the vibrant tapestry of their community, making it a lively and welcoming place. As neighbors adorned their yards with playful decorations, they realized that differences should be celebrated, not scorned. With every colorful gnome and whimsical ornament, the neighborhood transformed into a joyful display of individuality that brought smiles to everyone who passed through. The lessons learned from Karen's mishap encouraged open dialogue and warmth among residents, fostering an environment where support for one another thrived. In this new atmosphere, neighbors not only cherished their unique tastes but also became advocates for each other's creativity. The community strengthened its bonds by promoting acceptance and joy, ensuring that future gatherings would be filled with laughter and collaboration. Ultimately, they discovered that embracing what makes each person special helps create a truly vibrant and fun neighborhood for all.